It is a Wednesday, and you guys know what that means. It's time for our Teacher of the Week segment. And with me in the booth, this time not in studio, is a teacher from Terracia Christian School in Beaufort County, Miss Kimberly McDaniel. Thank you so much for being here this morning and waking up with us. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that we can make it work on Zoom. Technology is awesome for that. But your name is Miss McDaniel, and you teach 7th through 12th grade at Terracia Christian School. How is it teaching all of those grades?
It can be quite a challenge, but I'm so glad that I'm doing it because it stretched me. It causes me to have to research and to be fresh and just to have the opportunity to relate to so many different ages and see them grow and get to have them year after year is really remarkable. I love it.
No doubt. And I had mentioned that your name is Miss McDaniel, and where I was trying to go with all your teachers call you Miss Mac. So what is the story behind that?
Well, when I was student teaching, I had a cute little boy in high school that called me Miss Mac, and it was just kind of in Fort Worth, and it was sort of a city thing for them, and it kind of stuck. But my great grandmother was called Mamaw Mac, and she was a McAllister, and I married a McDaniel, but she was actually my preschool teacher. She lived with us for the first few years of my life so that my mother could work, and she was an incredible teacher. So I just have kept it in honor of Mrs. McAllister, who was Miss Mac. So.
Oh my gosh, that is so very cool. And you just mentioned that you were teaching in Fort Worth. So you taught in the Dallas area. You've told me that you've taught in the Raleigh area, and now you're in this rural place in Beaufort County. What has been the difference between going from the city to a rural area?
It's much less formal. I came in kind of with all these rules and procedures and thinking we'd have icebreaker games because they wouldn't know each other. And come to find out, parent night last year, all the kids come with the parents because they want to meet the new teacher because they're not new teachers very often. Most people are related to each other at Terracia. We have a lot of families that are Dutch because it was a Dutch community that started the school. Really cool. So I love teaching cousins and siblings. I really enjoy that. And it's almost like you're kind of their youth group leader. You get to know them, you hang out on field trips, you might meet them for ice cream, just if their family's out and about in town. So they really take you in to be part of their family. And I love that.
Well, you really truly develop a relationship with your students. And this is your second year at Terracia Christian School, but you've been teaching for about 15 years. What is it that you love about teaching?
I love, and it's the same whether you're in the city or you're in the country, just helping students find their voice at any age. With middle school, they really don't want to write for fun. They would rather be on their phones. They don't want to read for fun. They just want to be cool. But we do journals, and that gives them, gives me an insight into their lives. And in middle school, they love to share their stories and they love to write stories. And then with the older grades, they like to research. They're very tech literate and they love researching. So we use technology and do some really cool things with that. We also got into writing for the Washington paper this year and some students being able to actually use their writing skills out in the world is most rewarding with the older ones too.
Oh, well, no doubt. Miss Mack, it has been wonderful having you here, and I'm sure that all of your students at Terracia Christian School love your English class, all your 7th graders, all the way through your 12th graders. Again, we thank you so much for being here, and congratulations. You are our Teacher of the Week.
Thank you so much.
All right, tossing it back to you guys in the studio.